To state that your opinions, which mostly come down to things like thoughts about the lore and nitpicks about dialogue, are objective facts that can never be disputed by anyone is ridiculous.
Now, I really don't get much pleasure in saying this, but if you think that Suicide Squad is a well-rounded, great piece of cinema, you are wrong. You are very wrong. Actually, I did derive a lot of pleasure in saying that.
Let us compare and contrast. If you go to I Hate Everything and you tell him, I disagreed with your video, I didn't like your video, and I hated The Last Jedi, he will at least be sensible enough to tell you, the vast majority of my points are not about perspective, we are talking about facts.
It's the fact that, let me just get the list out, the pacing is atrocious. The film starts like 17 times. It's like a dozen trailers all dragged together in premiere that will just kind of start out of nowhere. No thought put into any of it. The editing is awful. The use of the soundtrack is insulting and jarring. The dialogue is beyond predictable and vapid. The visual effects aren't even good. The action is poorly filmed and dull. The cinematography and lighting is bland. The motivation of the characters flip all over the place when it's convenient. The performances are fucking awful. And the film can't even decide on what tone it wants to have.
I am seriously doubting your capacity to understand quality.
So all in all, I think it is perfectly okay to enjoy this movie if you want. More power to you. It's just that if you tell me that you enjoy this movie on any level other than, yeah, I know it's completely flawed, broken, poorly written, and pretty terrible in every way, but I still enjoyed it, then I'm sorry, but you have absolutely no critical capability for what makes a well-rounded, well-made film.
And of course, my personal favorite, if you like The Last Jedi, good luck calling other films bad.
And I'm not saying you're a bad person if you do like this movie. I'm just saying if you like these movies, you should never talk to anyone who considers themselves a fan of film about film because you're a blinded fucking idiot. Or you're 10 years old.